June 2021. Crypto was going absolutely insane. Dogecoin had just gone up 12,000%. Random meme coins were creating millionaires overnight. Influencers were getting extremely rich by just tweeting about whatever meme coin paid them the most. And FaZe clan wasn't going to miss out. FaZe was the biggest gaming group at the time. Millions of subscribers. Mostly kids and teenagers who worshipped every word these guys said. And FaZe members had already been pushing random coins left and right. But they were about to take it to the next level. Because someone in their circle had figured out the perfect formula. They were about to pull off a scam that would steal $2 million from their fans. Logan Paul's Crypto Zoo, Hawk Tuah Girl's Hawk Coin, and Ice Poseidon's CX Coin. They all followed the same template. A template perfected by one of the most disgusting rug pulls in crypto history. This is the unbelievable true story of Save the Kids, the crypto scam that taught an entire generation of influencers exactly how to rob their fans. Here's the thing about templates. They don't create themselves. Someone had to be the first to figure out exactly which buttons to push, exactly which lies would work, and exactly how to make millions disappear. That someone was about to turn FaZe Clan's massive influence into the most effective money-stealing machine the internet had ever seen. And that guy is Sam Pepper. You might know him from the pranks that he's done before, but this time he wasn't doing some harmless prank. He was about to orchestrate the perfect heist. Save the Kids wasn't just another random shitcoin. They promised that 1% of every transaction would automatically go to build a better world for kids. They claimed the money would go directly into Binance charity. Binance, the biggest crypto exchange in the world. And the website also stated an important thing: anti-whale protection. A system that would prevent any single person from selling more than 20% of their tokens in 24 hours. That means even if someone wanted to dump everything and crash the price, they literally couldn't. Or so everyone thought. Behind the scenes, Sam Pepper was coordinating with a developer named Lucas. Lucas was about to make one tiny change that had massive repercussions. June 2nd, 2021. FaZe Kai tweets to his followers,
"I'm extremely excited to announce that I am an ambassador for a project that is coming very soon."
Clearly mentioning that the token will donate over $1 million to charity in just 30 days. Jarvis Khatri, his brother, follows up with a similar post. So does FaZe Nikan, FaZe Tico, and even Rice Gum and Summer Rae started to jump in. Combined, all these influencers had over 23 million followers. The Telegram group they made for the coin exploded to 4,000 people overnight. The team kept assuring everyone that yes, 1% of every transaction goes straight to Binance charity. But of course, this wasn't really the truth. Before we go deeper, you need to understand the weapon they used to rob everyone. It's called the liquidity pool. Think of it like a massive machine with two buckets. Bucket A is the kids token. Bucket B is BNB or Binance coin. Basically, it's real money because the value is relatively stable compared to other meme coins. When you want to buy kids tokens, you put BNB or real money into bucket B and take kids tokens out of bucket A. The moment you want to sell, the opposite happens. The machine's job is to keep the buckets balanced by changing the value of the kids token. So the more kids tokens are poured into bucket A, the value of the token itself drops because there is less real money in bucket B and more kids tokens in bucket A. If you think about it, it basically works like a scale. When Lucas deployed the liquidity pool, he only put in 174 BNB. or about $53,000 worth of real money. I know this might sound like a lot, but for a token having millions of dollars flowing through, it's really paper thin. Meaning, if I put in $30,000 to sell my tokens, it would basically empty half of the BNB bucket. So now, after you understand everything, let's go deeper into the timeline. T-minus 24 hours. The Save the Kids I Own website still shows.
To prevent whales, we have a function in our contract to nullify any initial dumps. Essentially, anyone who buys over 0.5% of the supply will be put under a whale category.
A safeguarded token that couldn't just be pumped and then dumped afterwards. A couple hours later, FaZe, Kai, Jarvis, and the rest of the team scheduled their final hype tweets for the next morning. They are donating to a charity. This project is going to change lives. T-minus 18 hours. This is the moment everything changes. Lucas, the developer I mentioned earlier, gets a private Telegram message from Sam Pepper. Drop timer to 60 seconds. Remember how they had an anti-whale measure, which means you can't buy more than 20% of the tokens in 24 hours. Well, that was about to change. Lucas opens the smart contract code and changed one line of code. He pushes it to live in the Binance Smart Chain. The contract is now verified and locked in forever. For the next 16 hours, they let thousands of people buy pre-sale tokens, thinking they have an anti-whale protection. June 5th, 6 PM, launch time. The token goes live on PancakeSwap at about $0.02 per token. 30 seconds later, the price spikes to 0.04 as bots and retail investors started to pile in. The classic micro pump. People are buying as fast as they can, but the insiders are just watching the clock. 1 minute later, this is it. The 60-second cooldown timer expires, which was put into the code by Lucas earlier. FaZe's wallet dumps 6.2 billion kids tokens for 97 BNB. That's about $30,000 flowing directly into his account. 30 seconds later, Jarvis dumps everything. 18 BNB or about $7,000 flows into his wallet. 30 seconds later, Nikon follows suit. Another 25 BNB or $10,000 gone. In 90 seconds, the three biggest promoters of Save the Kids had sold everything. The liquidity pool started with 147 BNB. K took 79 BNB. Jarvis took 18 BNB and Nikon took 25 BNB. That's 122 BNB out of 147, meaning about 83% of the entire real money is already gone. 3 minutes later, the price started crashing 50% from its peak. People were starting to panic. Why is it dropping so fast? 10 minutes later, the price is now down 70%. And only 1 hour after launch, the trading volume collapses completely. The price now flatlines at $0.006. Anyone trying to sell their kids tokens is getting pennies on the dollar. If you put in $1,000 into the token, you can now sell it for about $50. 12 AM, June 6th. About 12 hours later, Kids is now trading below 0.02. That's a 90% drop from the original launch price. But the worst part of it all, Binance was actually partnered with another charity named Save the Children and not Save the Kids. Meaning the charity component everyone was so excited about was complete bullshit. The 1% charity fee wasn't going to help kids. It was just going into another wallet controlled by the scammers. So not only did they steal everyone's money, they did it while pretending to help children. 4 years later, July 2025, not a single person involved has been criminally charged. FaZe Kai, he's living comfortably in LA, claims he's paid back over $500,000 to victims, which, funnily, I couldn't find any proof of. Jarvis, well, he's back to streaming and influencer boxing, and promoting gambling sites, of course. FaZe Nikan, still streaming on Twitch. And Sam Pepper currently is making content in China, out of all places. The only person who faced any real consequences was Jordan Galen, the FaZe talent manager. He got fired for letting the deal go through, disgracing the FaZe brand. Here's why Save the Kids matters. Logan Paul, same playbook. Hawk to Coin, same playbook. And Ice Poseidon, same playbook. Because Save the Kids showed them something wild. You can steal millions. As long as you're famous enough, you will get away with it.